Hi there, my name is Connie. In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to make banana nice cream. This is one of my favorite recipes because it is a very healthy treat that everybody in the family can enjoy, and it means that I don't ever have to buy ice cream in the carton at the store again. It is so easy, and almost everybody has bananas laying around, and I'm sure by now you're tired of just making banana bread with bananas that are about to turn. So I'm going to show you what you can do with them that is a nice, cool treat for everyone. So what we need out and ready for this is a few things. So first of all, you need the ingredients, the bananas. As far as mix-ins go, that is totally up to you. Think of your favorite ice cream flavors and build an ice cream from there. Today I'm going to show you how to really impress your friends by making a peanut butter maple swirl nice cream. So I have bananas with me, maple syrup, peanut butter powder, and those are the only food ingredients. Your choices can include shredded coconut, you can do strawberries, raspberries, any kind of fruit, chocolate chips, white chocolate chips. You can do carrot chips and make it completely vegan. You can put cocoa powder in. Again, the sky's the limit. It's your preference. So, bananas, mix-ins, a cutting board, and a knife. We have to freeze the bananas, so I have for us a sheet tray lined with parchment paper or wax paper, and then you'll need a food processor or blender, and then a container to put the nice cream in that will fit in your freezer. Very important that these two things will in fact fit in your freezer. So this is the first time you've put a sheet pan in there, make sure it fits. All right, so we're gonna get started. This is the right kind of bananas you want to use. Another cool thing about using older bananas is oftentimes grocery stores will bag these up and sell them for very cheap because they're about to go, but people who make banana bread or use them immediately can buy them up for really cheap, and it just takes a couple extra minutes of prep time. So we're going to cut the bananas into coins. You don't have to be very specific about the width. It can be about 1 inch to 2 inches. And then we're going to lay them flat on the sheet pan. By flat, I just mean not touching any other bananas directly. So we're doing this sheet pan trick, which is what I do with all of my extra fruit. So I always have smoothie ingredients or banana nice cream ingredients available in the freezer, or dog treats in the summer. So we're doing this because whenever you take like a whole container of raspberries or a whole banana and stick it in the freezer, the way it freezes solid, it doesn't allow us to work with it very well. So this allows each piece to freeze flat and individually, and you can easily pop them off of the wax paper or the parchment and throw them in a Ziploc bag, which is what we're going to do. Even if you don't have a knife, you can simply peel them apart. This is about as easy as it gets as far as prepping. Now I have an entire sheet pan here, so I'm going to use as many bananas as I can fit on there without overcrowding them. And that means we are just about done. So you can tell, keep the knife out of the way, the bananas are flat, and you can add other fruits to this tray. You can fill it more. I have about 50% more room that I can use here, but this is all I'm going to do right now. Freeze it completely flat for at least an hour, and then we're going to transfer into a Ziploc bag or a plastic bag, and I will show you what that looks like. So once those are completely frozen, you simply dump them into the plastic bag. And these I have been just adding my bananas to and replenishing. And you notice they're not really in clumps. They're frozen, but they're frozen individually. And that's what we want for our nice cream. So with all one ingredient of this recipe, you're going to take your frozen bananas, and I have about 2 to 3, maybe 4 bananas worth here. As long as I have enough to put into this container, that's fine. But I'm going to put this into my food processor. That's pretty good. I'm actually, yeah, we'll just use small. All right, and I'm going to save this. I'm going to throw it right back in the freezer and refill it later with more bananas. So at this point, if you want a creamier nice cream, you can add a little bit of, like I said, coconut milk, regular milk, almond milk, whatever you want to use. Pineapple juice if you want to go a little bit more tropical. But you're definitely going to end up having to freeze it instead of eating it immediately, which we're going to freeze it anyways because I prefer more of a hard ice cream. If you process it immediately, and I'll show you, it's going to end up looking like soft serve, which you can have if you don't want to wait, but we're going to do the hard ice cream version. So at this point, everything's in. We are going to start processing. I'm going to do the touch method and see how it starts to process. And I'm going to let it go. See, what ends up happening sometimes is it comes up from the bottom. So I'm just taking a spatula, turning it off, taking a spatula and pushing it down. And then we're going to keep going. All right, so I am going to add a little bit of moisture to it. Just the tiniest bit. I have regular milk here. And you'll see it's starting to make a difference. Science, so we're just going to keep pushing it down and working it until it is the consistency we want. But we're getting there. Again, at this point, if you want to mix in and create an entire flavor of banana ice cream, you can throw in some of the peanut butter powder and have an entirely peanut butter flavored banana ice cream. You can throw in other frozen fruit like frozen strawberries and make a strawberry flavored. You can throw in chocolate syrup or cocoa powder and have a chocolate nice cream flavor, which all sound amazing. So we are getting there. We are very close. It's looking very good. You can already see on the side that it's starting to swirl together. It's getting nice and creamy. It already looks like ice cream. I want it to be just a little bit smoother, so I'm going to go once more and see what happens. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Amazing. It's even white. It's even gotten this really light color. And this would not have worked so well with fresh bananas. They're very starchy. They haven't had a lot of time for the sugars to develop. So I am all about this right now. And what I have that would help down the road, just a little bit of cooking spray. Or you can just take some flavorless oil or coconut oil and wipe it throughout. Anyways, we're gonna put in this NICE cream. It's so creamy, you can see it. So right now, like I said, this is a perfect soft serve flavor. So if you're looking for like nostalgic, soft serve type ice cream, then you're good to go. You can just have at this right now. But I want the hard ice cream experience. And you know what else we're gonna do? After I get this into the pan, I'm gonna work fast with my topping because I don't want this to start to melt. We have the ice crystals with the frozen bananas doing awesome things, and we don't want those to melt and turn into a big pile of goop. All right, empty. We're going to get these into the sink, out of the way, smooth this out, and I can show you. So I sprayed it just so it's a little bit easier to come off whenever you're ready. All right, we're coming up to a nice flat tray of NICE cream. Oh, this looks so good. I'm doing everything in my power not to put this spatula in my mouth right now and taste it. It is so good. All right. So we have the NICE cream. It's already delicious. It's already perfect as is. But what I'm going to do is show you a neat little trick to make a maple peanut butter swirl. So I have roughly 2 tablespoons of peanut powder. You can also use regular peanut butter. This is just what I have on hand. And then I have maple syrup. So I'm going to stir this in until it turns into a nice syrupy consistency, which means a little bit more. So I'm stirring it, it's getting darker. Yeah, this is a chopstick. Don't need a whisk, don't need anything fancy. The peanut butter and the peanut powder, they blend really well, so it's a really nice application for this. All right, we are getting there. We are so close. That is a nice swirl. I'm gonna do just a little bit more. All right, this is nice and stirred up. So what I'm gonna do is go left and right and make kind of like it'll look like a long swirly line. So back and forth lines, down and up. So we're gonna go down and back, down and back. Perfect. I have a little bit more, so I'm gonna finish the lines over here because I don't wanna waste, and this flavor is amazing. Okay, we're there. So right now it is left and right. I'm gonna take my chopstick and go 90 degrees. So instead of going left and right, I'm going up and down through. And this is what it's gonna look like. Swirly, swirly, swirl, swirl. And there you go. And this is what I'm gonna taste. Wow, it doesn't even taste like, it doesn't taste healthy. It doesn't taste like it's bananas. It just tastes amazing. So what I'm gonna do is put plastic wrap on this, or actually better yet, I'm gonna call an audible. I'm gonna use this Ziploc bag since it fits. I'm gonna put it right in. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have planned this any better if I planned it. I'm gonna let this freeze. If you don't have, if the stars don't align for fitting your banana bag on top of your container, plastic wrap or aluminum foil, anything to just cover the top without touching the actual ingredients. And I'm going to put this in the freezer for at least an hour. And what that's going to do is it's going to freeze it to a hard ice cream consistency where you can then take your ice cream scoop or just a spoon, if this is all for you tonight, and scoop it out and enjoy. Put your favorite toppings on it, you know, whatever you normally do with your ice creams. So where I was doing the maple peanut butter top, I am recommending that whenever you're at that point, when it's flat, when it's ready to go in the freezer, just lay your toppings on top. That way it looks almost like a fancy gelato, so you can see all the chocolate chips, or you can see all the crushed walnuts, or whatever the flavor is that you want to add to it, and it just makes for a really pretty display for really low effort. So this is going to go into the freezer, and an hour later I'm going to enjoy a bowl. And that's it. That's banana ice cream. I hope you try it out. Have fun with the flavors. Try out some different recipes. You can pull fresh mint from the garden if that's something that grows near you, and do a mint and chocolate chip. So many different ideas, so many ways to get creative. Again, this was Banana Ice Cream module. Enjoy and happy cooking.